So this is us getting ready for the show pattern 5. I've warmed them up in the draw reins and the curve to start with for about 10 to 15 minutes, just like I would if I was getting ready to go in the pen. And then I've put the snaffle straight on them and walked them around 4 or 5 minutes and then walked into the pen, and here we go. I think he's walking in quite nicely, quite quietly. Walk to the middle, put my feet out, he stops and backs up. He's sitting, waiting patiently, so that's working quite well. Look to take our left lead, that's set him up well. Picked up the correct lead, and now I ask him to run a little bit here. He's running a lot better, I think, now, with not moving his head as much, but I think he's just not steering very well. See how through there I'm having to sort of kind of pull him a little bit with that inside rein, so he's not steering as well as I'd like to, but that may be the product of me riding him in draw reins all week and not using these reins on him. But again, he's running quite well there, and I thought he came back really nicely there. He's doing that quite well, so it may be that I may can add one more gear to that and ask him to go a little bit faster or not. Let me know what you think there. He comes to the middle here, stops when I ask him to, and stands quite quietly here. It should be I'm quite pleased with his turnarounds. I mean, thanks to that drill that you showed me before, we've been working on quite hard. He's just turning around so much more. Got that correct pivot foot down, and he's just going around there quite nicely, quite happily, quite quietly. Again, it may be something that I may be able to ask him to step up another gear and do a little bit faster. Just let me know what you think. Now we're getting ready. Again, he's standing quietly for the right lead departure. Sharon sort of dropped the camera a little bit there, so you missed that departure, but that was all right. Here we go again. Again, I think he's stretching out and going ahead running. I'm trying not to do much with my hands. Just let them just run naturally with his nose down and out. And he's just running, quite nicely. Of course, our arena's not as big as the other. And again, I thought he came back really well there. He's steering a little bit better to the right than he was to the left. But again, I think I can still, maybe this week, maybe use the reins on him and not the draw reins all the time. Again, he came to the middle stop. He's stopping more on 1 foot than 2 feet, so I may work on that stop a little bit more. Thought he turned a little bit better to the right than he did to the left, which is a bit strange because the right is sort of the sticky side. But again, the drill you've had us do, again, he's on that correct pivot foot. He's sort of kind of just going around. And again, it may be that we can, step that up one more speed. So we'll just have to see, and let me know what you think. Again, he stops and stands quietly there. I sort of kind of just let him stand quietly there before we head off here. So we're getting ready for our left lead departure, heading into the lead changes. Again, this is something that we need to work on. He did get him, but he got him late. I've been working on it quite a bit in the counter canter, but I think it's now time to start trying to do it just normally there. I went to set him up. He changed in the front, didn't change in the back. I think I was bad again with my legs. I didn't push that hip over. So again, it's a timing thing that I just got to get better at as well. But I think this week we'll have to work more on just changing normally. Again, he changed there, but didn't get changed in the back until a little bit later. So I think I'm going to have to stop doing it so much out of the counter canter, which he's been doing it better at, and maybe do it a little bit more out of the normal. Let me know what you think. Run down to this stop here. It's pretty deep in the arena down there, so I didn't run him too hard. I just wanted him to stop and roll back nicely, which he did, and just run down in a straight line. Our arena's a little bit deep, so I didn't try to stop his boots off. I just wanted him to go down there when I say the word, just put his butt in the ground and just stay there, which he did quite nicely there. Roll back when I asked him to roll back, and then lope out. So I think that was quite nice there on both sides. The roll back was good, no thoughts of trotting. And again, this is a deep part of the arena down here, so I think I can continue to just work on running them straight and running them hard, getting them to go down there and putting both feet in the ground. Maybe that I use my hands a little bit more, but those 3 times that I stopped him, I didn't use my hand at all, and he backed quite nicely there as well. So we're on our way. This is the first one of many. Let me know what you think and what we need to do for this week, and